Is there a small piece of evidence of there being future DLC for Spyro? Let's find out! What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and I am back with something interesting that was sent to me from an anonymous person that works at a game store. On the back of the Spyro Reignited case, there are details that are definitely interesting. But before we talk about that, let's take a quick peek at a new picture that the Spyro Twitter had posted yesterday. Let's take a quick look at Fracture Hills. As you can see, Fracture Hills is looking pretty awesome. Apart from the obvious, the few things that I noticed was the color palette change. Before, it had a dark blue palette and now has more of a smoky gray tone. I'm not against it, nor think it's better than the original, just simply different. Also, you can see that there's a bunch of forests in the background now when before it was blank. You can also see a satyr in stone in the background. And if we look over here, we can see a much displeased and ornery tree right there. So what are your guys' thoughts? Tell me in the comment section below. But back to this anonymous picture that I had been given. On the back of the case, there is fine print on the bottom that had caught my attention. In the fine print, there is mentions of something interesting. Let's read through some of it and through, well, the blurriness. In-game additional downloadable content may be made available to purchase. To add on to this, above it says, storage requirements subject to change. However, this would apply to patches that need to be applied to the game to fix bugs and other issues that may spring up after release, and would require some information added and/or changed. However, it also does apply to the theory of future DLC. So in my mind, this points to the concept that Activision is at least planning to have some form of future DLC for Spyro. Now, what is the rule that I have been saying about Spyro and his gaming cousin Crash? Whatever happens to Crash, happens to Spyro. And of course, last year we had gotten a new level from Vicarious Visions that was 100% originally from their minds. According to a good friend of the channel, Jordan Fringe, who sat down with the creators of Spyro back in E3 of 2018, they had mentioned that Future Tense was designed as sort of a practice by Vicarious Visions. If it did well, it would help with their future choices and business decisions for Crash Bandicoot. So, according to many people, Future Tense was overall really well received. So, this treatment may be applied to Spyro as well. But what will we get? A new level? Homeworld? Who knows? But it would seem that Activision definitely has sights on making future Spyro DLC and having Toys for Bob dip into their own imagination to make completely original Spyro content. This would be practice for a future Spyro game, which in my mind would be the complete revival of the original Spyro the Dragon IP. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. Cue the extra.